the Gen Z protest, it was clear that there's a disconnect between the political class and Kenyans, and it keeps on coming up, you know, in every conversation. Yet there's someone like you who is actually loved, especially online, by the younger generation. What makes you different from all these politicians who keep on complaining that Kenyans don't like us, you know, the Gen Zs don't respect us, the Gen Zs need to listen to us? What makes you different from all this? Because I haven't seen that from you receiving that kind of treatment from the younger generation. I
think I'm just honest, and I address these issues because I see them every day. When you sit in the office, young people will come to you. They've gone to school, they've got academic qualifications, they don't have any jobs. Yeah, they want to do business, they have got no capital, you know, and they feel that nobody's listening to them. These are very valid issues. But now the government thinks that when the people are quiet, yeah, it means they're happy. So you ignore. And then there's this tendency of saying when the people speak out, like when the young people speak out, you say they've been incited. Because we think they don't have feelings, they've got no brains, they don't see what's happening there in the country. So for me, I think I'm just realistic, and I believe very strongly that if this country does not address the problem of young people, we are caught in trouble. Yeah, because we either do it peacefully and in an orderly way, or we are going to do it very violently. Yeah, because something must give. We can't continue like this because the number of people who are out there without any opportunity to make a living is increasing by the day. And then they see conspicuous consumption by the leaders at the national level. You go into a meeting and you're going with a huge convoy of vehicles, basically opulence. Or you go to church and you're giving sadaka of 5 million. You realize when you're giving a sadaka of 5 million, nobody claps. They don't, because you're giving the priest 5 million. And what about them? Now they're wondering, this money can pay school fees for how many children? And for you as a leader, you want to give that 5 million and want people to clap for you. So that one creates a lot of bitterness, especially among the youngest people. And if this bitterness is not managed, I hope they listen. If it's not managed, it's going to bring problems that are bedeviled other African, other developing countries. So people just wake up one day and they can even remove government from power, and that comes with attendant, you know, warfare, people dying. Because before you stabilize, it will to cost lives. But when the people speak, listen, because it's feedback. Listen. When they keep quiet, something is brewing. Like when I was in the Rift Valley, at the time when things are quiet and calm and everybody's happy, for me, I used to know something's about to explode, and just explode. So you rather listen to these noises because it's good feedback. It can assist you to manage situations. For me, I believe the Gen Zs is a generation of brave people that has now been cowed because they try to raise their voices, they try to demonstrate, and they were infiltrated by goons who had instructions to ensure that that doesn't happen. Now they have gone quiet, but they're still seeing what's happening in this country. They're waiting for the ballot in 2027. If somebody will mess with those elections and rig them, as Rick just said, that now they're falling because he just said the truth. Don't rig the election, because if you rig the election, it's going to be trouble. And indeed, there's going to be trouble. So let people express themselves freely. Let them say that haki has been done, that justice has been done, and that the winner has won fairly. Not because you have got the tools of government and you want to impose yourself on the people. There will be trouble. You
know, Mheshimiwa, former deputy president was used similar words about election being rigged, and he got into a little bit of problems. And you're actually saying that you're seconding his
I'm not saying I'm not using his exact words, because he said that when you rig election, what happened in 2007 will be like a Christmas party. It was a little bit more graphic, because he knows what happened in 2007. People really died in 2007. At that time, I was actually PA to Michuki, and I was able to see what was happening because I was up there. It was very bad. And you can talk about the Christmas party anyway, because it was very bad. But I think all he was saying is, please, do not rig elections. Kenyans want to express their free will. Do not mess with that one. Because if you do, what options are you giving them? If you cannot do that peacefully through the ballot, you've stopped us from doing that. What is the option? It's common sense. So even those who are just making noise, it was just a warning that don't steal elections. But they're focusing on the consequences of stealing the election. That people will fight. That's what he meant. So don't steal election, and we will not have any other issues. People just go about their lives. But Kenya must change. We're on the wrong trajectory. I think that people have been in government for far too long. They believe in just a particular way of doing things. They can't change, and the state is captured. Yeah, you can talk and talk and talk. When you are given the reins of power, you are just captured. You basically do not know what's happening in the country, and the ordinary people continue suffering. So this particular class of people up here, they become richer and richer, while the ones who are down here are becoming poorer and poorer. Now, when these poor people lose hope, and when you lose hope, you don't have anything else to lose, then they say, well, let us bring down now this structure. Because I'm saying we have to sort out this problem and reduce the gap between the rich and the poor. Let everybody have a fair shot at life. Then we'll be fine.